G'day! A while back I asked if you wanted to see how I edit video, and overwhelmingly most of you said sure. So this is just a continuation of that video, showing some of the equipment, how I've got it set up and interacting with the actual software. So it's pretty simple and shouldn't be a long, boring video. Hopefully. I'll tell you soon.
Let's go make something.
So the first bit of equipment that you'll see is my X keys. And my X keys is actually a really nice piece of equipment. It has the jog wheel, has an external jog wheel as well, and I can program each one of these keys to do whatever I want. I have it only doing the basics, as I said in the last video, just using the shortcut keys from the program. But if you are inclined, you can set up Visual Basic to make it do more. And behind it, you'll see that I've got the Elgato Stream Deck. Again, that is just doing the very simple stuff. It basically starts my programs. I have that set to start 90% of my programs, and then when I'm in that program, a few shortcuts keys are set. Example, all my different websites that I visit regularly, including ones that I go shopping. Go back up. Email, I can start Pegasus Mail, my online Wacky Woodworks mail account, and Gmail. Video, HitFilm, Action Pro, DaVinci, Fusion, Power Director, Colored Corrector, and the screen recorder, which is what I'm using at the moment. And different video players, audio, my music program, audio recording. When I start a program, so if I go into video, start my go-to video editor, which is now HitFilm. Now I used to use Power Director, I now am mainly HitFilm, and DaVinci is my second, and then Power Director is my third. Depending on what I'm doing, I choose what video editor to use. But now if I start HitFilm, and she'll start on screen, and you'll see the icons change to some more presets that I have for that program. We have a hot script that I've got to start. Doesn't start two things at once, unfortunately, unless I could write a hot script to do that, I guess. The different websites, from going to my online account at HitFilm, to the YouTube channel, the help desk, etc, etc. Then export the video out, jump to timeline, export screen. These four down here, very handy, very simple. They're just using a quick hotkey. Sometimes when you import a image, you've taken a photograph and you want to import that image, the image is not the same setting or orientation or whatever to your video that you've set, so these will zoom in to the width, the height, and center it, or full screen, etc. And my last hotkey I've set here is whether sometimes I have effects on a clip, and those effects just are not working the way I want it to work, and I want to start from scratch. So I just select that clip and push remove effects, and that will just remove all effects from that clip. Then this one here is quickly changing from my screens, so my home screen on HitFilm, then project screen, edit, and export screen. Now down on my X keys, the basics of this is exactly the same as when it was with Power Director. I actually still have that set up with Power Director, and these bottom keys here basically do the same thing. So it doesn't matter which program I'm in, whether it's DaVinci, HitFilm, or Power Director, these keys will do the very basics of the same thing. Okay, my next piece of equipment, which is a piece of software called Auto Hotkeys. Now, Auto Hotkeys is a scripting language or a scripting program that allows me to program various controls on my keyboard. It can be difficult to set up if you don't know anything about scripting, but it's not that difficult to actually learn to get to the basics going. The script that I've got going now, it does two things. I've got it set for various shortcut keys, the first one being speed and duration of a video clip. In HitFilm, say I want to speed this clip up, which I do a fair bit in my videos, which is a common thing you see in woodworking videos. So in HitFilm, I have to select the video, right click it, go up to speed duration, the window opens, and then I enter my speed I want, we'll say 400%, then click OK. And you'll see there it shrunk down the video and it now speeds it up. And we hear chipmunks. And we'll go back to normal. Now that's pretty quick to do, but it is time consuming when every third or fourth clip you're doing is you're speeding it up. So what I've gone and done with hot scripts, I've set a key on my X keys keyboard to run a various hot script. I don't know if that explains it or not, but it will come clear very shortly. I've got those functions programmed into these keys here along the top. So if I select the clip that I want to speed up, and now I just push 4, now 400%. And it did it so quick, and we'll go back to 100%, and there it is. That alone speeds up so much time of me clicking and moving mouse. Now the other part of that script is export a frame or a still shot or a snapshot, depending on your program that you're in. And I have that as a control function, and that's, I think, a Shift Control Alt S. Now that's quite a mouthful and handful to do, but again, on my X keys, all I've done is programmed one key, that's the buttons it's pushing, and it does the rest. So what it does after I've pushed those buttons, it calls the export screen function, exactly like the speed duration function. It blocks my mouse movement, sleeps, and moves my mouse to these coordinates on screen, and clicks that mouse button, the left mouse button, and it goes to sleep again, which will open up a menu. The sleep is allowing that menu to open. Then it moves the tab key 11 times, which is going down the screen, sends the enter, sleeps, and then turns my block input off, and then returns back up here, selects all, and inputs the name of the JPEG, or in this case a PNG file, and presses enter. What it's basically doing is repeating, moves the mouse up to here, pushing this button, tab key 11 times down, export frame, opens the screen, automatically adds in the name of the file I want to call it, and then pushes save. So if I do that with the button, and I already have one called export screen, and I want to replace it, yes, and that's done. So that's what those scripts basically do. Just between those two scripts, that is speed up, save so much time in editing. Okay, and the final bit of equipment I've got is my Tascam amp. Basically that takes the input from my microphone and switches it to digitally to the computer. It's a 2 input, 2 output amp. At the moment I only got the 1 input using, and that's the mic. And I can set the mic level and outline level. I can actually have a monitor speakers in it as well, which I'm not using at present, but it does allow for that. The other thing it can do is has a MIDI input and MIDI output at the back. I use the Tascam mic as well, plus I have a Rode desk arm. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. And remember to click the notification bell icon, that way you'll be notified when I upload a new video. You can find us on most social media, including Google+, Facebook, Pinterest, Twitter and Instagram. Please also consider supporting me on Patreon. See you next time. don't forget to go and make something.